Hey, I am TC, your girlfriend, not girlfriend, and the most honest F buddy you've never had. Today's topic, the 6 stages of a friends with benefits relationship. Stage 5, the reevaluation and decision point stage. What does the reevaluation and decision point stage look like? Let's get into it. In a previous video, I went over the 6 stages of a friends with benefits relationship. The first one being attraction and proposal. The second one being the excitement and exploration stage. The third one being the routine and comfort stage. The fourth one being the emotional complication stage. And now we're at the 5th one, the reevaluation and decision point stage. Let's get into it. The first thing I feel like is present during this stage is inner conflict. So during this time, 2 people, either you and or your friends with benefits, or just 2 people in a friends with benefits relationship, are really going over in their head how this relationship is going. If they are feeling some type of way, if the other person is feeling some type of way, if there are elevated emotions that were not intended, how to maneuver with these elevated emotions, if they should stay, if they should go, if they should continue things the way that they are or stop them because it's getting too overwhelming. There's just a lot of inner conflict during this stage for one reason or another. Either someone feels too strongly, someone doesn't feel enough, or they are just not as into it as they were before. And now they need to think about how to change things so that they are back to having fun. So there's definitely a lot of inner conflict about what to do next. The next thing that I think is really apparent during this stage, a lot of discussion is going on. So these 2 people, or you and your partner, are doing a lot of talking about how they feel and where they feel the relationship should go moving forward. No real decisions are wanting to be made because nobody's sure on anything right now. So this is when people are dropping hints about their emotions, either the strength of them or the lack thereof, or where they want the relationship to go going forward. They're just dropping little subtle hints. Sometimes those hints are more apparent than others. And then a lot of the times it's just kind of subtle, like, hey, I'm thinking about maybe we should try this, or I'm thinking about maybe I'll stay at my house for like the next couple days or something. Maybe I'll start staying at my house 2 days out the week. I just feel like I'm spending a lot of time here. These little discussions are what's being had during this time. This is the stage where people are being a bit more closed off emotionally. They're not as comfortable as they were because they know that a change needs to be made. They just don't know, or they just have not made up their mind on what that change looks like. The next thing is physical slowdown or distance. Also during this stage, people need time to think. So there's a chance that physical space is going to be put in between the 2 of you. So remember that comment I made about spending a couple nights at their own house? Well, this is the time when both parties in a friends with benefits relationship may start to go off and do their own activities, or they may start to see each other a little bit less. They may start to recommend that they spend a little more time apart because they need time to think. They are thinking through what they want to change about this dynamic. And with you or with someone else in the picture while they're trying to think, it makes it more difficult. So they need that physical space. They need that distance. And that's why that's oftentimes what you see during this stage while internal decision making is happening. The last thing, which is inevitable, is change. And change doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that you 2 are parting or 2 people are parting and going their separate ways. It could also mean that, let's say both of you guys talked, or 2 people in a friends with benefits relationship talk and they decide that they have really strong emotions and or they see each other in their futures and they decide to move from a friends with benefits relationship to a long-term relationship. Good on them. They have decided that they want to escalate their friends with benefits relationship. But there's also the flip side where 2 people may decide that they either need to see each other less, talk a little less, stop having sex. Whatever that looks like, a decision is going to be made about changing how you 2 or how 2 people in a friends with benefits relationship move forward. Well, that about does it on the things I feel like are occurring during stage 5, the reevaluation and decision point stage. As always, if you have any additional questions for me, or you want me to go into more detail about my own personal experience going through this stage, feel free to ask in the comments below and I will answer as best I can. For now, that is all I have. As always, guys, be free, have fun, be safe, and enjoy.